show what the live AI is like.
Hey Meta, start live AI.
Starting live AI.
Hey, can you help me make a Korean-inspired steak sauce for my steak sandwich here?
You can make a Korean-inspired steak sauce.
What do I do first? What do I do first?
You've already combined the base ingredients, so now grate a pear to add to the sauce.
What do I do first?
You've already combined the base ingredients, so now grate the pear and gently combine it with the base sauce.
All right, I think the Wi-Fi might be messed up. Sorry, back to you, Mark.
It's all good.
So, hi guys. After waiting for a very long time, I finally managed to get my hands on, or maybe I should say my face on, the Meta-Rayban Display Glasses. Meta announced these glasses in September of this year, and if you had seen their launch, it was actually pretty insane. Zuckerberg tried to demo the Meta AI on these glasses live on stage, and it was so funny. The responses were pretty absurd. They had to finally end up blaming the Wi-Fi. But anyway, that should not distract us from these glasses itself, because I think they are actually very cool. So essentially, this is a pair of really stylish Ray-Ban glasses, but also with Meta's bells and whistles and all their smart features. This is their second generation product, but it's completely different from the first generation product, because the first generation product had the cameras up here, it had speakers, it had Meta AI, but this one comes with a full color display on the right eye. And this is what changes this product from just being a smart audio glasses into an actual wearable computer. Now let's break down all the features in these glasses, starting from the most basic to the most advanced. We get 6 microphones across this device and then 2 Bluetooth speakers on both the arms, so you can listen to music, take calls, talk to Meta AI, all of that hands-free. Now, because these are open-ear speakers, there is a bit of sound leakage if the volume is really high, so people around you might be able to hear what you're listening to. We have got a 12 megapixel camera over here that can shoot 3K video at 30 FPS or Full HD video at 60 FPS. And we can click this button over here for photos, or we can just long press it for video recording. Now, of course, the camera is definitely not as good as a modern day smartphone, but for this particular form factor and for the usage for casual social media photos or reels or for casual live streaming, this is definitely more than enough. Now, so far, all these features have been pretty standard for most smart glasses of this day and age. What really sets the Meta-Rayban display glasses apart is, like the name says, we have a full color heads-up display which lets you do a bunch of cool stuff. Like for example, you can use the full functionality of WhatsApp on your glasses. You can read and respond to chats, you can do voice calls, video calls. Now when you do video call, you can see the other person on your display, but the other person, they cannot see your face. They instead see what you see through this camera pointed outwards. You can also browse Instagram, Facebook. You can even take a photo and post it directly on social media with Meta AI through this lens. The content you watch on the glasses is not really visible to anyone on the outside, unless if you are in a really dark room. Like right now, I have the Spotify app opened up. I have turned the brightness to max, and it does get really bright, by the way. I don't think you guys can see that I am watching anything on the screen right now. And in a really dark room, this is how the display looks like on full brightness from the outside. You also have a Maps app on these glasses. You can pull up Meta's in-house maps and get directions as you drive by or walk around. I found it not as polished or elaborate as Google Maps or Apple Maps, but honestly, it's super accurate in tracking your face and giving you turn-by-turn directions based on which direction you are looking. You also get live translations and captions on device, so you can talk to someone in a different language and the Meta AI would translate the language in real time and show that in written translations on your screen. Now, all of this is controlled by what Meta calls a neural band, which is basically a wristband that detects electric signals from your fingers. Right? For example, you can pinch your thumb and your index finger to click, or your thumb and middle finger to go back in a menu, or move your thumb across your index finger to scroll. You can even type with this neural band on. Now, obviously, you can type by just dictating out loud to Meta AI, but if you can't do that, like for example, if you are in an office meeting and cannot speak out loud, you can also type by just tracing a letter on any surface with this neural band on. Like, how cool is that? Definitely not as fast as typing with your phone or typing on a keyboard, but it's pretty accurate and it's completely fine to do in a pinch. Now, we have this pouch or carry case for the glasses, and this thing is so underrated. It feels premium, it is made of leather, but it also folds completely flat. It's also got an inbuilt battery to charge the glasses like 3 or 4 times. It's got a USB-C charging port over here. Overall, great design. Absolutely love this pouch. Now, what excites me the most about these glasses is that for the first time, I can really imagine a post-smartphone world, like a future where a combination of smart glasses and a neural band or a smart band can completely replace a smartphone. Most of us already wear glasses and a watch every day. If these two devices can be combined to eventually do everything that your phone does today, why carry a phone at all? Now, Meta is definitely in a very unique position to lead the change. They have pretty much nailed the fundamentals, but there are a few improvements I would love to see. Like, for example, I would want brighter, higher resolution displays, maybe displays on both the glasses, better speakers with less noise bleed. I would want a proper, well-established app store like Apple is building right now with the Vision Pro. I would also want a really fleshed out wristband that has more health tracking features like the Apple Watch. If Meta does nail this right, I definitely see a future where people would depend much less on their smartphones or completely avoid them for a combination of glasses and a wristband. So, final thoughts. These glasses cost around $800 before tax. And for that price, should you buy them? For most people, I would honestly say no. This feels like an extra gadget and it doesn't really do anything that your phone today cannot already do. And in most cases, your phone could actually do things better. And on top of that, you do need the wristband to actually control the device accurately. And that's one more thing that you have to remember to wear, to charge. And if you already wear a watch, that's one more thing on your wrist. So for the average user, it's more of a cool tech demo than an actual must-have product. Now, that being said, there is a very specific audience for whom this product actually makes sense. If you are someone who live streams a lot or create point of view content, or you travel a lot and need to have more hands-free recording, or if you already own the Gen 1 version of the display glasses, you love that, and you want to upgrade to the Meta display glasses, it's absolutely worth considering this. For right now, although it's a very exciting piece of tech, I think we are still a bit too early. So that's all for this video, guys. Do consider subscribing if you find value in the content, and I'll catch you all in the next one.